Aloha. This is a phrase commonly used by people who live in Hawaii. It could mean many things, including hello, goodbye, peace, I love you, and much more. Before we embark on our 12-hour journey to Hilo, the senior class of 2017 gave us an insight on the things we would be learning on our trip to Hawaii, such as language, formation of the island, sea turtles, the diversity of biomes on the island, etc.
This trip was the ideal place to visit due to its beauty, culture, and history. This was the perfect opportunity to visit one of the most beautiful places on Earth. We also did many activities, including hiking, snorkeling, surfing, and volunteering for Habitat for Humanity. We stayed at Kilauea Military Camp for 8 days and 9 nights. We also traveled to Kona and other parts of the Big Island. We even traveled to Honolulu to see the beautiful display of the Pearl Harbor Memorial. Seeing this memorial was a very moving experience, making us all very emotional.
On Friday, May 26th, we visited the Habitat for Humanity in West Hawaii. Habitat for Humanity is meant to help poor communities around the world through volunteers' works. When we got to West Hawaii in the morning, we first split into 2 groups. One group got to go inside the Habitat for Humanity warehouse and organize shelves into sections such as kitchen appliances, electronic, and plumbing, so people would find it easier to buy things. And the other group went outside and planted a garden by removing useless rocks, stones, trees, and planted vegetables that we will provide to the local families. In the afternoon, both groups switched by having one group work inside the warehouse and the other groups work outside. The group inside continued to organize shelves, got rid of empty boxes, and priced items by using a pricing gun. The group outside got to paint benches green and make the park look nicer, clear out rocks so they could plant bushes, and move 4 different couches to an apartment. This was hard and tiring work. And we also submitted $100 to the Habitat for Humanity that will go along the way. And when we finished our work, we got to play with the children living in these apartments. We spent hours playing on the playground, and we all had a great time together.
One of the highlights of our trip to Hawaii was water sports. We headed northwest to Kona, known for its beautiful beaches and crystal clear water. One of the 2 activities offered was snorkeling with dolphins. We enjoyed a nice boat ride along the ocean while taking in the breathtaking view. We learned many new things about dolphins, such as dolphins are carnivores, and the most common type are bottlenose dolphins. The dolphins we swam with were spinner dolphins, which can dive 900 feet in depth. Dolphins swim in ponds up to 12 individuals and are known to be very intelligent. We witnessed 100 dolphins that morning.
Hawaii is known for its perfect waves, and we took advantage of the opportunity. A group of about 8 students, along with a group leader, spent the day surfing in Kona. The group was made up of both experienced and beginner surfers, which allowed for a fun learning experience. We caught some waves, fell down a lot, and overall had an amazing time.
We arrived at Pearl Harbor on the last day. We started the day off by walking around and checking out the exhibits in the national park. We learned how and why the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. Then, a boat took us over to the USS Arizona Memorial, which is out in the middle of the harbor, where we honored those who lost their lives. Over 900 men are still down in the Arizona to this day.
The ship sunk within 9 minutes, and it was one of the 3 that were damaged beyond repair, along with the USS Utah and the USS Oklahoma. You could still see the oil that leaks from the ship's reserves down below. The memorial itself is mostly open space with places to look down at the ship below. It also contains the wall on the back with the names of everyone who perished that day. It was a truly unforgettable experience.
We were with Ranger Noah. He is the park ranger who graduated with a degree in Hawaiian culture. He taught us about invasive ginger killing the forest, and also taught us about Hawaiian culture and about their gods. He has also showed us Hawaiian chanting.
The invasive ginger infestation began in the early 20th century. The former superintendent of Volcano National Park lived on the park with his wife. She brought a ginger plant that she found beautiful from the Himalayas. The plant has no nutritional value and does not benefit the ecosystem of Hawaii. She began to plant the ginger in many places. Eventually it spread and became a pest to the other plants. Now there are millions of ginger plants all over the island. They impede the growth of other native plants by embedding its rhizome into the ground. By pulling the plants out by their whole root and rhizome, we prevent further growth and stop the spores from spreading. First, we have to clip the leaves from the tops and lay them down on the ground. This is done so the rhizomes don't directly touch the ground and reroot themselves. Then we pull out the plant with the whole rhizome and lay it on the bed of leaves. The rhizomes were left there where they would eventually dry out and not threaten the other plants.
At first, the Westerners visited and they tried to write down the language how they first heard it based on their original language. But there were different people who visited Hawaii and wrote the language differently, including the English, German, Spanish, and French. Once the New England missionaries came, they created an alphabet. Beforehand, the Hawaiian language was an oral one. Hawaiian is similar to Latin because of its similar letters available and vowel sounds in the Roman alphabet. Consonants are varied from place to place.
The vowels in the Hawaiian language are A, E, I, O, and U. A is pronounced as in ah, E as in bait, I as in beat, O as in boat, U as in boot. The consonants are H, K, L, M, N, P, and W. H is pronounced as in house, K, skin, L, lead, M, mat, P, spin, N, no, W, where or very. There is also an apostrophe called an okina, which is a break in the word, such as uh-oh.
There are a couple of Hawaiian phrases that are useful to know. A means yes. Ahua hoa, goodbye. Aloha is good, hello, goodbye, and love. A-o is no. A-o pili ke, you're welcome. I olu olu o, please. Mahalo, thank you. And mahalo nui loa, thank you very much.
The Hawaii Island, also known as the Big Island, emerged from the sea as a result of numerous volcanic eruptions. There are 5 volcanoes on the Hawaiian island: Kohala, which is extinct; Mauna Kea, which is inactive; Hulalai, which is considered inactive too; Mauna Loa, which is considered active; and Kilauea, which is very active. On this trip, we observed primarily the active Kilauea volcano due to the location of the volcano is close to our camp. Here's the map showing the location of 5 volcanoes on the Hawaii island. Kilauea is currently erupting. When observing from a distance about a mile, one can see the glowing lava at the caldera of Kilauea. Unlike most volcanoes in the world, Kilauea does not have a peak. It has a pit instead. A plume of white smoke can be seen at a great distance from the caldera. In the night, the same plume of smoke is illuminated by the lava with a bright red color. We observed the volcano via trails built in the national park. Here are some photos we took of Kilauea from the trail. Note the foliage at the area surrounding the volcano. This is because the plants on the Hawaii island are adapted to the local environment. They are able to obtain water from cracks of solidified lava rock. The intense activity of Kilauea caused the devastating lava to flow down its slope and reaches the ocean. When the extremely hot lava reaches the cold water, it cools down drastically and creates a sulfur fume, as seen in this photo. We hiked 5 miles to reach the place which we observed the fume at a safe distance. In this 5-mile hike, we see nothing but barren land covered with black pahoho, which is a form of solidified basalt that looks somewhat like a pillow because of the rolling waves and the smooth and glassy hills of basalt. Pahoho is a name of Hawaiian origin.
On Friday, May 26th, we went night snorkeling to see manta rays. We went into the ocean and held onto PVC pipes, which were attached to a surfboard with lights underneath. This let us stay in one place so that the manta rays could swim up to us. They were attracted to the light, especially the blue light, because it illuminated the plankton in the water, which is what they eat. We had to be careful not to touch the manta rays because they have a membrane which protects the animal from bacteria.
and touching them causes the membrane to disappear and makes the manta ray susceptible to death. These animals are huge, at least 23 feet and 2,980 pounds. Although the manta rays swam really close, we didn't have anything to worry about, because manta rays don't have stingers or teeth. This was a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and while it was slightly terrifying, it was truly an unforgettable and moving experience.
At the Imola Astronomy Center in Hilo, we were able to explore the origins and explorations of Hawaii. Within each exhibit, we learned about scientific beliefs, theories, and practices related to Mauna Kea and the rest of the world. We visited the exhibits about how the trees, animals, and stones of these islands relate to the tradition of the native Hawaiians. In addition to that, we explored the vast outer space and discovered the spiritual significance of this mountain as a place that connects Hawaii's people to the cosmos. The show we saw in the planetarium discussed new technology used in the impressive observatories.
We enjoyed 2 trips to the beautiful summit of Mauna Kea, which is run by the University of Hawaii at Hilo. At the observatory, the atmosphere above the mountain is extremely dry, so the stars were very clear from our point of view. From below, we were able to see both the north side of the sky and majority of the south side from the observatories. Mauna Kea consists of telescopes at the summit of the island of Hawaii and hosts the world's largest astronomical observatory. Here we learned that Mauna Kea means white mountain and that it was a sacred place for native Hawaiians.
As you can tell from our presentation, the Hawaii Unit was a breathtaking and life-changing experience. It starts from where we stayed, which was the Kilauea Military Camp, which had been used prior as a rehabilitation and relaxation place for veterans. We were fortunate to stay there and have access to their facilities such as the bowling alley, the gym, and the rec center. The military camp was right inside the Hawaii National Park, and many of us took it upon ourselves to wake up early and go on hikes and runs to explore the beautiful surroundings. We learned about the both diverse and fragile ecosystems in Hawaii and how to protect it from harm. Also, our experience in the water, both snorkeling and surfing, showed us the amazing marine wildlife Hawaii has to offer. We also cooperated with Habitat for Humanity, which was a rewarding and humbling experience in which we gardened and painted with families in need. This was impactful because these children are born into a situation where they all had to be raised by one aunt who takes care of them. At the end of this trip, we visited Pearl Harbor, in which we remembered the lives of those who died during the attack in 1941. From our snorkeling experiences to our hikes with Ranger Noah, we had many learning experiences and fun experiences throughout the trip. Mahalo for watching, and aloha.